camera.
No. Do I take my glasses off?
We love YouTube it. Do you want to introduce and then we can?
Oh, yes. So I'm Angela. How are you?
Nice to meet you,
Nice to
Angela.
meet you as well. So we're with the Women's Council of Realtors, and we, Women's Council of Realtors, different chapters, but we're here just to interview you in regards to Metro Atlanta, and your opinion, and we have a couple of questions, and some of us might chime in with some additional questions if that'll be okay.
Okay.
Thank you for taking the time.
Amy, welcome to the On the Scene with Women's Council of Realtors. And our topic today is going to be what's on the scene in Atlanta. So originally, just to ask you, are you originally from the Atlanta area, or did you move here?
I'm a transplant.
You're a transplant. And what drew you to Atlanta?
I had family down here
How long have you been in the area?
since 1979.
Okay, so you've seen a lot of changes.
Perfect.
So you were drawn here because of family. You've been here quite a while though, so you've seen a lot of changes. What kind of changes have you seen?
Development.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of development. You know, places that I still say, oh, you remember where the old Sears was, or it's not there anymore. There's hotels there now, and all sorts of other things.
And how do you think all this development has affected homeownership?
I think that it has obviously made prices go up the closer you are in because of all the development.
Mm-hmm.
How far away do you live, Amy, from here?
I
From
live
work?
in Dunwoody, so
Okay.
real close.
Okay, good.
And what formed your choice for this area?
Well, it wasn't our first house, but it was affordability to what we owned and what we could afford to step up into the next bigger house. So we're just outside the perimeter, which is you know, every mile you go out, the price goes down a little bit to some extent, depending on the area.
And with all this development you've seen, are you noticing increase in, your commute time, your stress levels, how you fix your family schedule? Or?
Traffic is a challenge. For religious purposes, we go into Midtown, which means that we don't always go, or if we go, we have to plan an hour to get there, when on a Sunday afternoon it might be a 20-minute drive. So it does impact where we go, when we go, how we go, if we go.
How long have you lived in this area?
Well, if you consider Chamblee and Dunwoody kind of one area, then in 1982, since 1982.
Oh, so you've definitely seen a lot of change, a lot, with the development and everything coming up and around. So does it affect you in a negative, or what would you say the negatives and the positives are?
The negatives are definitely traffic. As to how it affects me, I think most people tend to go within their 2-mile radius, their comfort level. So on a day-to-day, it affects me to a small amount. I come to work early and I leave a little early. I don't leave at 5, I leave at 4. I'm here by 8. I kind of get out of the traffic that way, even though I don't go very far. But I love the opportunities that it gives. I love that my kids are in Atlanta because they have opportunities here.
Right.
So, excuse me, it's on that voicemail.
So the positives probably outweigh the little bit of traffic
Oh,
because you live that
for me,
close. Yes.
absolutely, because I, if I live a distance from work where I had to face it every day, that would be very frustrating. I'm very lucky I don't do that. Very spoiled.
Do you feel like most of your colleagues kind of feel the same way about the different issues? Do they try to live in the area, or do you find people?
I think for most people that work here, they have not moved while they've been at GAR to move closer, so it's where they work came after where they live. So I think for most people, if they lived a ways, they live a ways. I do know someone here that moved a lot closer very recently. Our CEO did, and I think traffic was, how she did it for all the years she did it, I have no clue.
Hour and a half.
Gotcha.
wow.
I have a question for you. Do you know anything that's new on the horizon in the area that you could share with us?
Absolutely, just as a, citizen, there's a ton of new hotels and housing opportunities in the Perimeter Mall area, in Dunwoody, right in the heart of Dunwoody Village, in Brook Run Park.